up, y'all? Good Monday. Good to see y'all. Listen, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is TFG Tonight, and I'm your host, Mr. Haynes. And this is the best morning show that you can watch at night. Y'all listen, that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny.
I'm trying to be nice.
Black said we got two Americans.
Say to my brother Black, man, I think you could be a preacher. I ain't never heard somebody to use a first word and then read a scripture right after.
So let me state for the record, I am a misogynist. You know,
Pull out your card, Doc. He's
and I'm a chauvinist as well. Anybody who knows me knows that.
That's right.
Now I can go back to minding my own business. Either that boy is Benjamin Button or somebody lying.
And listen, and that boy may be mentally 12, but he's 34.
You bad boy, you don't do it again.
I'll let Black articulate a little bit better than that.
Nope.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's good for the soul. It's like medicine. Right?
Yeah, for real.
That's all I gotta say. I wish I had one of them applause buttons to, like that.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
What's up, everybody? It's Monday, and it's been 7 days since I seen y'all. I sure hope y'all got an ear to hear today. You know, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so I sure hope y'all got an ear today, because we got 4 mouths and 8 ears. That 2, 4, that's right. I don't know how to add that, but yeah, we got a lot to talk about, and listen, we're going to get in this thing, and y'all, the family's here. Hey, ma'am. Gentlemen, what up? Yeah.
What's happening?
They already in the cut. Hey, Miss Toria, good to see you.
Hey,
Thank you for joining me.
Miss Toria.
That's Charles Moore himself.
Hey, what's up, Charles?
What's up, man? You doing all right? I hope everything's good with you. Y'all, listen. I can't play around because we start rambling. We get in the weeds real quick. So I'm not gonna play around. Y'all know how we start this show off, right? Talking point tip jar. Now listen, y'all did all right last week. Now I bought me a couple packs of Kool-Aid with this one, but so don't mess around. Matter of fact, let me get that thing scrolling. There it is. Come on, yeah. So all right, y'all know how we do. If you hear somebody saying something real good, go on send them a little cash app and let them know you appreciate them. Y'all ready? Let's get into this thing. We're gonna keep up with politics, especially here in Texas. Abbott. Y'all, there's 2 things I want to talk about Greg Abbott. We've had multiple shootings here in the last 7 days. One that took place at an outlet mall. A dude just pulled up. You know, here's my question for y'all. When did Latinos think that they were white supremacists? I mean, I even know some black people like ride with white supremacists. Like, I mean, how ignorant can you be, right? What's up, bro? Good to see you. I don't get it. I mean, we're coming very numb and desensitized to these mass shootings, but I really can't get over the delusion of the Republican Party. This is his statement to the press about what he think is the issue. He doesn't think it's the guns. He think it's mental health. And last time I checked, he's at the top. I mean, the bottom 10 for funding mental health. So I'm not really sure what kind of game you playing, bro. But I mean, what y'all think about all that? I know it's a mess, but anyway, it is what it is.
In my opinion, he really don't believe that, but you got to understand the shell game that's being played right now with Trump being the front runner, regardless of the trouble that he's in. The polls show that he significantly still is the choice of the Republican base as far as their party goes. Yep. So the message that's sent there is, if you want to stand out, you still have to cater to that base and that demographic. And Trump set the tone when he was in office. Nothing's really changed. Once he pulled the scab off of America in that sense, that hasn't gone away. So the reality is, if you want to play, you have to pay. You know, And
Yeah.
that is just the game that they're playing. But that is what makes it all the more despicable that what, and I'm not going to even accuse the Republican Party at this stage. What politicians stand for is nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. And I wish that everybody would wake up to that we pass party lines, folks. They don't give a damn about regular folk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, at all. Kenny, Devin, y'all got something on this one?
First of all, I just want to say, my heart goes out to them families, man, in Allen, Texas, that that lost their lives, as well as we had that clown down in Brownsville that ran into all them, he killed all those migrants down there. So definitely want to say, send some comforting words to them. I don't want to send thoughts and prayers because then I'm sounding like a politician. Because
Yeah.
every time we have one of these mass killings, first thing out their mouth, well, we sending our thoughts and prayers, but no, we don't need no more thoughts and prayers, player. We need
Yeah.
some gun regulations. We need to get these guns, these AK-47s, these assault rifles that this dude used at the mall. We need to get them off the streets. So again, y'all can miss me with these thoughts and prayers. These politicians, just like Black said, they don't do nothing but lie to the American people, and so that's where we are.
Now the thing is, listen, I got an AR-15, and I do, and I know how to use it, and I'm not giving up mine if they ain't giving up theirs, and I know they're not gonna give up theirs, even if they say we gonna get rid of them. I know they're not getting rid of theirs, so I'm just, I don't know. Charles says, it's getting to the point. You better not leave your house with that. Well, that just go without saying now, right?
Yeah, it's kind of getting to
Mr.
that point for sure.
Abbott needs to go. He does not care about people. He cares about money the gun industry is giving him. That is so true. Yeah, I agree. Sister, you got something on this before I say something else about this clan?
Well, yeah, I kind of thought about it because I was there like Wednesday, right? Because I needed like some work
At Allen?
print or something. And I was thinking about like if somebody started shooting, I could run to my car, probably not make it. But then I thought about Hot Wheels because he made a comment about if you think gun control is the problem, you don't believe in God or something similar to that. They like, and I just thought that was very insensitive, knowing. And I thought about him because if he was out there, he would have been the first one shot on them wheels.
Yep.
Like he
Yep.
wouldn't have stood a chance to get away. So I mean, he's just insensitive, and I don't know if he feels like he gonna tick off all of his following by saying there is a problem. But when y'all remember on the Chappelle show how he was the black man that was a Klan member
Yeah,
because he didn't know better?
Clay
He was
Bigsby.
blind.
Clay
He was
Bigsby.
blind.
Clay Bigsby.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what I thought about. Like, how you gonna be the
What you
people
thought?
that you support don't even like you. They don't even want you in this country, and you are a citizen. You in the military. You actually signed up, and they still don't like you. If you ain't dude from the Chappelle show, I swear to God.
Yeah. Listen, soft like peanut butter, which I like that name. That's what's up. But listen, what they say in my Demetrius voice, I ain't giving up mine. Yeah, I ain't giving up. Listen, this is drinking your juice in the hood. What was that movie? Don't be a something dummy by
Don't be a
drinking.
minute. Don't be a
Yeah.
menace in the hood while drinking.
That's the longest title ever done. Anyway, but no, I ain't doing it. She said I went to the gun range this morning to brush. I know that's right. I know that.
I hear you.
But okay, so let me tell y'all something else about this dummy. They done passed a law in Texas, in Houston, matter of fact, which allows Greg Abbott, y'all, we is in trouble now. The GOP controlled Texas Senate on Tuesday passed a proposal allowing the state to overturn elections in Harris County, home to the state's most populous city, Houston.
Mm-hmm.
They setting this up, y'all. They
literally, right?
No,
that's the blue city.
Yeah,
that's the blue city too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what? You never failed. Texas never goes blue. So what is we doing at Black? I mean, they're literally pulling it out, shooting it on our feet, and say it's a storm outside.
Correct. Right here in Georgia, they passed laws to take away the powers of the prosecutor to go against Trump.
Yep.
Say what you want to, folks. I'll say this. Here's where I admire the Republicans. They're playing chess, and everybody else is playing checkers.
That's it.
And so I despise all of them. But when the coalition of African Americans and women and the gay population, which is the consensus base that put Biden in office, he wouldn't be there if it wasn't for them, for that base group. And you get there, and then you forget who put you there, and you're now not willing to play the same chess game because, well, let me see and let me think about it and what we gonna do, and well, I need a second term and this and blah blah. What I do in my respect of our Republicans, they tell you to your face what they're going to do, and they do it.
That's it.
And you have to deal with it.
That's it.
But the rest of these is playing games. And so I never understood that. I break politics down to a simplest base. If you're my enemy, my job is to destroy you. We can be friends afterwards. Why in the hell would I get in a fight with my neighbor, destroy his house, then turn around and give him the funds to rebuild it? That's the level of stupidity in which the Democratic Party operates. Makes no sense.
Oh my goodness. Okay, sister, I'm gonna give this to you. Here's how they gonna run it. The legislation penalizes county officials for running out of ballots, ballot paper at some voting sites in 2022 election. So if the measure, the measure would give Abbott appointed Secretary of State the authority to hold a new election in the county if it runs out of paper at 2% or more of the polling sites for more than an hour, the newspaper noted. You know, this man, listen, y'all.
They're gonna show up in the black neighborhoods with 2 packages of loose leaf notebook paper. They gonna come up there with two things of sticky notes, and that's gonna be the gist of it. And ain't nobody gonna be able to say nothing, because what you didn't read was how to regulate how many ballots they have, and they don't care. They're not gonna say we got 100 million people in this county, so make sure we have 150 million ballots. They're gonna say we got 100 million people in this county, so make sure we got about 10,000 ballots, because there's too many black, brown, and liberal folks coming up here to vote. And I'm gonna need the Republicans to get in line early. That's what they're gonna do.
Crazy. I don't know, Kenny, what you got on this, man? This is some buffoonery.
Man, they moving the goalposts like they always do. That's their game. And unfortunately, like blacks say, the Democrats don't want to get dirty, man. I mean, they do their little dirt, but when I'm talking about just right down in the mud with the doggone swine, they don't do that. But the Republicans don't give a rat's ass about getting in that pig pen, because they all pigs, man. They don't care. So and it's funny that they targeted Houston, which I knew they would, because that's the biggest Democratic county in the state of Texas. So we know why they're doing it. So
Harris County.
Can I say one last thing?
Oh, for sure.
This is why I do not self-report in the census. I've been saying this for the last 20 years. We do not elect presidents. And if you don't know that, then I don't know. I can't explain it to people anymore. All elections are popularity contests, and it allows for districting. It allows for whoever gets in office to be able to identify counties and know where you live. And we as African Americans, we're under this impression that we matter. We only make up 13% of the population, folks. And a good deal of us are incarcerated, so we can't vote anyway. So when you think about where we are, we're in about a dozen cities of the United States. And so when you census and vote and you sign up for every little free thing they giving out, they know where your black ass is at. I'm telling you, you can keep all of that nonsense. You know, I move so much, you don't. First of all, I ain't gonna tell you my government name. I sound like a good old boy from Alabama and Mississippi, and I love it.
You know, I would tell y'all that they better put Trump in jail, but there ain't no law that say you can't become the president if you locked up. So I don't know, y'all. Listen, I don't know what they're gonna do. Somebody might have to take him out to 4th Street. Peanut Butter said, "Yes, Lee, honey, Lee ain't got started yet. You just hold on. Just hold on, please. Just hold on." All right, here we go, y'all. We got a couple follow-ups that we talked about earlier last month, or maybe late last month. I wanted to bring it back up. 2 things. BET, Remember we talked about Tyler and what's his name?
TD Jakes.
TD Jakes.
No, Byron something.
Oh, Byron Allen.
Byron Allen. Yeah.
Allen. Yeah.
I thought they were working together.
No, they
No,
weren't.
they separately want BET on their own.
Right.
But here it is. Now these other three guys come into play. Shaq, Curtis Jackson was 50 Cent, and there's some other guy. I don't know who he is, but apparently he's somebody. They want to come together and get BET. So I think this is cool. I'm just interested in all these players. I'm like, what is this gonna look like? Because I mean, y'all got enough. We got Revolt TV. Y'all got this other one. You said something about Versus or something. Sister, didn't you say some show that you said is ain't nothing but trash? I don't know.
Oh, Zeus.
Zeus. Yeah, that is Zeus. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Diddy trying to buy it too. That's right, man. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Diddy too. He already got Revolt, so he trying to get.
He want to go. Hey, Demi, good to see you.
Hey, what's up, Demi J?
Yes.
Kenya Barris. Yeah, that's who it is. Kenya Barris.
She said we need to clear up the misunderstanding last show. What happened last show?
Yeah, I don't
know. Tell me what happened. I'll clear it up. Yeah. Kenya Barris, the creator of Blackish. Okay. I don't know him, so that's what's up. Yeah. So what you say? I am the judge at my yes. I know that's right. I'm sorry. I should have put that on earlier. I apologize. I'm moving slow. I apologize. Yeah. So this is gonna be interesting because now BET gonna have to come up with a new identity with all these people because Puffy got his way. Tyler gonna just throw you all his Medea stuff on there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I will say this.
Go ahead.
If I had a choice, I really would like to see it in the hands of Tyler Perry. Although I'm not necessarily a fan of his show, and that's only because the content is just a little too preachy for me. But what I respect about him immensely and what he's shown, and he has shown the blueprint, is he is all about empowering our people. What does it say that it took Tyler Perry to come along? Even though we've had Oprah Winfrey, we've had James Brown, we've had all these celebrities that own radio stations, TV stations throughout the years. It took Tyler Perry to come along to employ C-level actors that we never hear from anymore, to give them a place to call home, to give Cicely Tyson the due that she did. He gave her flowers before she died. Yeah, he has sound stages named after people that otherwise are never going to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yep.
Not to mention the fact that he took what he learned from Oprah Winfrey and he's demonstrated he has a successful model to know how to play the game. When he came on the scene, he understands how to get to 100 episodes, which means recurring money, and he turns that around and put out content as quickly as he can. So if I had to see it in anybody's hands, I admire what he's doing right here in Georgia to turn what was a slave base into a studio. This is somebody who's doing something to uplift it for our people. Him and TD Jakes, they have a plan to build their own city for Black people. So they're already thinking about what happened to Black Wall Street, and they're trying to do it bigger, better, and different now than they've ever done it before. So I respect his hustle more than anything else.
Yeah. Right. I'm with you, Miss Toria. Everybody, they doing their own thing now, and so but it's gonna work out for BET. This is the issue. Like they finna give all that money back to the white man to sell you back your own channel.
Pretty, yeah. Pretty
man, what a hustle! What a hustle! What'd you say there? Okay, so she clearing it up. The $7 comment you add.
The $7 comment. Oh.
Okay, you said you asked is it not a good time to fall in love? And I said, or meant to say, after Mr. Black gives you. That is not a good idea. You're right. Because if you get $7 right. You earn that thing, honey. And I mean that you earn every dollar of that.
And you gotta walk home.
Crazy. You gonna make him walk? Okay, let me keep on. Let me move on. Okay, so I got one more. Uncle Clarence. You remember we talked about him letting that man sell his mama house and taking him on trips? Well, man, listen, they digging in his booty now. Now he done let this man pay for his not his son, not his grandson, his nephew. his nephew, he paid for his grand nephew's college tuition. Clarence over there giving that boy some of that Pulp Fiction. You don't get now you ain't taking that much money from no man, and I know Jeannie ain't cute, so he must be getting some of that Ben Range from Pulp Fiction.
Must be.
Yeah, I don't know. I told him he was gonna be the one they're gonna come get. Oh, she said, give him nothing. Y'all crazy. Okay. I know it's an inside joke for y'all don't know. Y'all got it's
right.
Four shows later.
Joke.
There's a whole conversation going on about this. We can't talk about it right now. Let's just say if you want a good time and you see that on the restroom door, just know that's Lee Black number.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see what these folks gonna come see about this old Clarence Thomas, but I wouldn't be surprised if Clarence is over there
giving up that pussy.
What? Taking that gavel.
Giving up pussy.
Yeah, she said he need to step down. So again, we just following up on stuff. I'm pretty sure you said, well, it won't be the big change from yes. Well, listen, I don't know the difference, so I'm just asking. What is the bottom and the top? The bottom receives.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the catcher.
I don't know.
I don't even want to know what catcher is. I don't even want to know what catcher is. Okay, y'all see. Okay, so here we go. We already getting started. All right, here we go. So listen, y'all, I'm introducing 2 new segments to the show tonight. And one is gonna be a staple, and another one we just gonna when we get in to fit in. So I'm gonna introduce the family to 1-word answers. I ain't told them this. Ooh. Y'all know, just trust me. I ain't tripping. I ain't told them, so they don't know. So you getting straight raw, no check. It's coming in. So I'm gonna put up a picture, and I just want 1-word answer because I know if we talk about it, we're gonna get in trouble. And so I just what's up, DJ? Man, I thought you was mad at me, man. You ain't coming to the show no more talking to me no more, man. What's up, dude? No, I'm just teasing. So I'm gonna show a picture to the family, and I just want 1-word answers. And listen, if you just have to say something else, just fine. But let's see. Y'all ready? I got 2 of them for you.
Okay. Let's go.
Who won't go first?
Disgusting.
Okay. You need to see it again, Kenny. This
no,
1-word answer. This 1-word answer.
I'm trying to bring it down.
I know, sister.
2023.
I get that.
That's funny. Was that a Jordan jersey? Was that a Jordan? It don't have a number. Okay.
You know she's from Chicago, so that's why she's wearing the Bulls.
I feel sorry for everybody. Don't be scared. Yeah. Come on, Kenny, get it to me.
Billy.
Thank you, Miss Tori. Help you? Help? Okay.
Billy.
Mama said mess.
That's all I get.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to get in trouble because I had a lot to say. Please, sister, go ahead, Demi. I appreciate it. Our cash apps at the bottom. By all means, take advantage. Okay. Shantae giving us 3. Baby, bump, jersey. Yeah. All right. I don't want to talk about it because everybody getting their feelings when you start talking about her. She's a staple in the hip hop community, but she dropped the ball on that one. No pun intended. I'm just saying. All right, I got one more for us. I wanted to keep it balanced. This is a video. 1-word answers. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Just 1-word. Just 1-word answer. Come on. This one.
Embarrassment.
Sister.
Hold on. It's got to be more than one.
Okay. Right. Go ahead.
Say, baby, damn those knees.
They are bad, ain't they? They bad, ain't they? Oh my goodness. Thank you. Fool. I'm telling you. Yes, sir. Old. Okay, Kenny, give me one. Come on.
viral because I'm sure that video is going viral right now.
Absolutely.
Right. I'm gonna give you one, and I apologize. I said, well, I wasn't gonna talk about it, and just listen. Our show, we ain't for the sensitive, so if you can't hang, just gonna leave out retarded, because that's not his first hiccup. He been doing some that
Yes.
dance, and then that right there,
Yes.
son. You need to be on SSI. I'm just telling you. I don't know. You know how one of them kids just always slip through the school, and they shouldn't have graduated with a regular certificate, but they let them in, but they can't get a job because they still at a ninth grade reading level. That's genuine. I don't know how he got in the R&B business.
Brent, you
Nah,
can't
you
say
need to
the
get
R
educated.
word. You can't say the R word, Brent.
We got so
I'm,
many old school people that
I'm
don't want
sorry.
to grow up. You still,
Oh my God.
I saw Cameo the other day was still wearing that pouch, them pouch panties on with the strap with them big, and Smokey Robinson still be trying to grind it like he 20. They all need help.
Thank you. Even this
Oh,
tour with Keith Sweat, Guy, and all
okay,
them, they look like damn fools.
They look like a
okay.
hot mess. I love me some Guy, but dang it,
Me too.
Aaron Hall looks horrible. That's a whole nother
Oh.
topic.
I mean, man, y'all got to let that go, bro. Listen, if y'all didn't spend y'all money correctly, come on, Doc. Y'all, we just ain't got it for y'all no more.
No,
He said he was.
I do, but I don't want to see them falling off the stage.
Oh,
Like
okay,
Genuine.
okay. DJ said Genuine performed at his boy's wedding. He was good. Okay. Now was this
Yeah.
before? This was before the viral video of him, or
How
not?
long ago, DJ?
Yeah. How long ago? What'd you say, Bama? Short yell. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. See? Yeah. Down syndrome. Can that better, Kenny? Can I say Down
Yeah.
syndrome?
Or
Okay.
just say special. Just call him
Special.
special.
He's special needs. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
there
sorry.
you go.
All right, there it is. I apologize. Okay, listen, y'all. We'll bring these one words to y'all. I can't. We can't stay on them, but it just don't make no sense.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
You know what? Hey, man, hey. Are we about to be canceled about 30 minutes in?
I was just kidding, folks. I was just kidding.
Woo! My
about to be
goodness.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay, we'll get serious. Kenny's back in town. He gonna give us some good stuff. All right, brother. It's your show. Take it away. What you got for us today?
Man, I always got to follow some old craziness with y'all. Now I got to be the one to bring the energy down.
I'm sorry.
I'm always following some old craziness. Anyway.
And he should have named. Okay, hold on. Let me address Miss Tori. He should have named the song instead of naming it Pony. He should have named it Donkey or something.
Man, boy, my people.
Oh,
All right.
Demi, that she took the words out of my mouth.
My name,
What'd
Lil
she say?
Durrell.
Yeah, that must be his middle name. Genuine Lil Durrell.
Oh my goodness, man.
All right,
man, you guys are crazy.
Okay,
All right, let me try to get serious real quick.
Yes, sir.
We got to talk about sports. Right now, we got the Knicks and the Heat playing. The Heat are up 2 games to 1 in this series. The Knicks are down by 9 with 8:17 left in the fourth quarter. Then we got the Lakers and the Warriors following them. The Lakers are looking pretty good. They up 2-1. They blew out the Warriors on Saturday night. So that's what we got going on with the NBA. Now let's get to some seriousness real quick. Man, let me tell y'all, I've been busy in TFG Sports Media starting on Saturday. I ran across this video of this Oakland A's play-by-play announcer by the name of Glenn Kuiper. He was in Kansas City on Friday night calling the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals baseball game. They started a 3-game series. During the pregame, he was on air talking about his visit to the Negro League Museum, the baseball museum there in Kansas City. And this is what he had to say in about his visit there. Here's the first clip.
We had a phenomenal day today. Negro League Museum and Arthur Bryant's Barbecue.
You know that's a no-no.
All right.
No better than that.
I don't even have to. You know what? I'm gonna be the point guard tonight because I'm throwing the assist to my peoples. I'm gonna throw my first assist to you, Miss Devin. your thoughts on Mr. Kuiper's visit
Will
to
you
the
tell
Negro
me
League
what the
resume?
outcome, Ken? What was the outcome of that? What did he say after the fact? Because I didn't.
During that clip, or did he apologize? Is that
Like,
what
what
you
did he
asked?
say? Like that he misspoke, or what did he say? I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
yeah. Oh, we're gonna get to that. I want you to get, because we got a clip where he explains. But I just want to get your reaction to that clip. We're gonna play the other one after we talk about this.
I see. I want to talk bad about his mama. She probably did, and I don't care. So I mean, because it just slipped off his tongue way too easy for me. That ain't a word I've accidentally ever said, and I'm glad.
I agree.
Oh, you don't use it?
I mean, I use it around certain people. I don't even use it
Okay.
all the
I
time. I
I just
definitely don't
wanted
use
to.
it at mixed company. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't use it
Okay.
around anybody that I don't want to use it talking to me.
Sure. No. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. That's my first assist. My second assist, my brother, Lee Black. Your thoughts just off of that clip.
I'm with Sister Devin. Clearly, the way it rolled off his tongue, it's a word that he uses commonly. And being full disclosure, like Devin, there's certain things we just a few moments ago said we're not supposed to use the R word. I say that shit all the time. You know,
Thank you.
R's and M's and all kinds of stuff. Now I do my best, like Sister Devin said, to not to use it in certain company. And it just rolled off way too easily for it to be a mistake.
Okay. All right, my last assist to my man, brother Brent. Your thoughts on it?
Man, it's tiresome. And I'm saying what I mean by that. Like in today's time, the only reason that word would have bothered me is because I felt less than them. But now I'm making money. I invest my money. I live in the same neighborhood as they do. So if you call me that, just be careful I ain't had a bad day, because then I might have to just chin check you. But other than that, I wouldn't get mad. I'll shake your hand the next day because I don't care about that. Like that doesn't bother me. Now, if you lorded over me and you was calling me that just to demean me, my pride would get very yeah, I didn't have an issue. But at this moment, we equals. When you stay in the same neighborhood as me and you call me that, well, I'll call you the R word because you're an idiot for me. That's just how I feel. You can't offend me if go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Brent. Finish your thought.
I'll just say it like this. This is my mantra. The only people that can offend me is the people I care about. Like that's the only way you can offend me. Like there's nobody on this planet that white, black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. You can't offend me if I don't care about you. You just let me know how dumb you are, and just again, like I say, be careful, because if me and my wife got into it, you know what I'm saying, earlier, then I might have to take it out on you. Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, Mr. Kuiper would eventually give an explanation 6 innings into the baseball game. Recall, he said this during pregame. He did not address it until the 6th inning. Take a listen to his apology.
I just wanted to, a little bit earlier in the show, I said something didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to, and I just wanted to apologize if it sounded different than I meant it to be said. And like I said, I just wanted to apologize for that.
If it came off the way it said it, I didn't mean for it to come out that way. Okay, I'm throwing some more assists tonight. I'm gonna start with you, Brother Black. Your thoughts on his apology that happened in the 6th inning?
That was worse than the word itself for me.
And people need to understand that. Yeah.
He didn't say, "Oh my God, I'm sorry for the offensive word I used. It's one of the ugliest words in the English language." He said, "I said something earlier that didn't quite come out the way I intended it to."
Glenn Kuiper, by my girl. Glenn Kuiper is his name. I'm sorry.
And so for that, and so he's apologizing that you heard something that didn't quite come out the way he intended it to. Now, this is where I'm gonna go with Brother Brenton. The word itself has no power over me. I know
Correct.
who I am, you know, so I'm fine. On top of that, I would definitely go viral if you call me that. I can't wait. Please, because I can cuss like a mother. I can give you some low down cusses. I'm like Sister Devin. I'm gonna
Oh
talk
yeah, we
about your
know.
mama, your grandmama, call you all kind of nasty no goods and this and that. I can cuss with the best of them. So the word don't give no power. And then Brenton, right? You catch me on the right day, I'm gonna whoop your ass. So I ain't worried about the word. I'm more offended by his apology and the station that it took 6 innings that they allowed him to continue to go, when had it been the other way around, he should have been yanked off the air. But that spoke volumes to me.
I hear you. My second assist, Mr. Brenton. Your thoughts on the apology?
Yeah. Again, I'll say it once. I don't have a problem even hanging out with people who are racist. I know you're saying like, well, why would you even want to be around those people? Well, you're around them anyway. You just don't sometimes know it.
That's right.
I would refer somebody to tell me, I don't get along with y'all. That's cool. I know where you stand, because you know what? At the end of the day, I respect that. But you won't be disrespectful. You just tell me, fine. I just understand that. You're being, but I don't like it when you try to excuse your behavior as though you're insulting my intelligence. That's what that did. That insulted my intelligence, because you want me to think that you accidentally said something that no, you didn't accidentally say it. And even when you didn't even catch yourself in mid sentence. You just kept on. So no, don't give me that, because then that further exacerbates the problem for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, if it's a good day, I'm gonna tell you go play the lottery, because you just made it. You just got to pass today, chief. So that's where I stand. Don't insult my intelligence with the foolery. After that, that's just
Right. Sister Devin, my last assist. What you think?
He should have had somebody give him Visine. He should have come back after the commercial break in tears, saying, "Oh my God, that is the most horrible thing. I didn't realize I said that. I want to apologize to everybody. That was horrible. I would never use that kind of language or condone any of that. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry if I didn't." Just lie to me a little bit, right? Don't give me no fake apology. Lie to me. He didn't do that right. He should have put black pepper in his eyes or something, because that just didn't sound genuine. It didn't sound genuine.
genuine.
Yeah. Well, well, Bob Kendrick, who is the president of the Negro League Baseball Museum, he released a statement Saturday morning, and I'm just going to paraphrase pretty much. He said he was aware of the unfortunate slur made by Glenn Kuiper. He welcomed him to the museum, and he thought he knew he was genuinely excited to be there. Long story short, Mr. Kendrick says that I do know that my heart is one of forgiveness. I hope all of you will find it in yourselves to do the same, to forgive Mr. Kuiper. And that's why I have a problem with some of my people, because we too quick to forgive. I ain't forgiving Greg Kuiper. He said what I heard he said. I don't even use that word in my vocabulary. Yeah, I listen to rap. My people use it. I don't use the ER. I don't even use it with the GA on the end. That ain't never been my thing. I don't like the word. That's just me. So no, I'm not accepting. I'm not forgiving no Greg Kuiper, Glenn Kuiper, and he should be out of a job, in my opinion. Now, this story has blown up on TFG Sports Media. There has been damn near 200 comments. If you guys want to see the pulse of this country, go read the comments on this story that I did.
Wow.
You will not be surprised. Some of the comments firing white people for their accents. The standard white folks are held to is racist as F-U-C-K. That was one comment. Another comment says he uses the word so it just naturally came out while live broadcasting. The only accident was that he said it on television. Another comment, he said, "Isn't the word said a million times in rap songs?" That's what our white brothers and sisters always try to use. They deflect. They say, because we use it in rap, so it should be cool. This person says, "I get it. If you're white, it is offensive. What if you were half black and said it? What if your grandmother was black?" Man, y'all go read some of them comments if y'all want to see where the pulse of this country is when it comes to race relations. You won't be surprised. But anyway, that's my sports segment for tonight. And I'm going to get back over here and chill.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Miss Demi, I thank you so much for that cash app. I really appreciate that so much. It means a lot to me. Uh, Mr. Williams, Miss Toria's husband, I appreciate that, brother. I didn't even know you was watching. I thought your wife was
Yo,
just
yeah,
watching.
yeah,
I sure
no, he
appreciate that.
watched. No,
Yes,
he's
sir.
a he's a he's a Ravens fan too. So yeah,
Is it?
Mr. Williams, yeah, he's a Ravens fan.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
can get along.
yeah.
Listen to her. So listen, y'all. I want to say this to y'all if I can. Uh, I don't have a problem with apologizing for y'all apologizing, but let me respond and then we can both apologize together. Or we can forgive together. So forgive me if if you need a little extra work on your dental. Then forgive me because I'll forgive you. That's fair, right? We're gonna keep it equal.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna do it, then let's both apologize and we can both forgive each other because and then that's how we get things going. But that's just me. Maybe I need to go back to see my counselor. Okay, all right. All right, what we got next? Sir, AI. Listen, y'all, it's big, but it got hacked. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This gonna be a problem. This gonna be a real problem because the moment the wrong person has the capabilities of doing this, I'm not gonna give y'all my spiel on my belief in this thing, but I'll just say something about AI. It's the first and last letter to the word anti. So if anything can produce anything that we believe Jesus could, it would be AI. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that coming in the form of this this fake Messiah that we've been waiting on. Because again, people's minds are becoming desensitized to truth. They don't believe what they see with their own eyes anymore. And so it's just ridiculous. So apparently 13 million people are users that use Chat GPT. Let me make sure I ain't lying. It is a Chat GPT. Yeah, it was Chat GPT. So they are now they've been compromised and hacked, and they're afraid that they're going to have experience some type of financial repercussion from this. I don't know. Do y'all use AI Chat GPT? I just started, but
I hadn't used it.
I want to learn how to use it.
I'm gonna show you, bro.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. She says, Mr. Your Cash App is pulling up in a different name. Mr. Who? So let me know. I could correct whoever you're talking about.
Black.
Is he talking about Black? Oh, Mr. Black. So Blacks is I don't want to get it wrong. You say this is something. It's
Money sign
NYC.
New York City DNP, and you got to guess what the DNP stand for.
Oh, that's not DIP. It's just DP.
I thought it was DIP.
DIP. DIP.
Oh, DIP.
DIP.
Yeah. So it's right. It's right on. It's right on. I don't want to know what that's.
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
But it's right on the screen. I don't want to know.
No. Yeah. So that's it. NYC DIP 68 MOUSE. So
it's my hunting nickname, Dip. They call me Dip.
Oh boy.
Okay, Dip.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We'll go on to the next thing. Lil Wayne, y'all. Lil Wayne, man. Lil Wayne been in the game for a minute. So he's on tour, apparently. And so in the midst of them traveling, apparently Lil Wayne asked the convoy to pull over. And one of the trucks has a kitchen in it. And he wanted to eat. So they pulled over from traveling because Lil Wayne says that he hadn't had fast food in 20 years. My issue with this is, why is it that the only people that can eat healthy is those that have an enormous amount of money? Why? I mean, I ain't knocking my man hustle. He got it.
Right.
But again, it shouldn't be that the only people that have the capability to afford a healthy diet, because everybody else is struggling trying to make ends meet. And so the things that we can afford are always bad for us. So I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on that because, I have a new assistant now. His name is Chat GPT. And here's his explanation for why we think food is more expensive. He says the food we need to eat is typically more expensive because it is of a higher quality and requires more resources to produce. For example, fresh fruits and vegetables require more labor and resources to produce than processed and packaged foods, which are often less expensive because they require fewer resources. Why are we in this world, this society that it wants us to be healthy, but it don't promote health? And it doesn't give us the resources to do that. Why don't y'all teach kids how to farm,
Mm-hmm.
become farmers,
Mm-hmm.
and learn how to be able to do those things in their own home? Because people can grow vegetables and fruit in their backyard, even if they don't have an acre full of land.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think about that? What you got, Kenny?
You know, I think it all comes back to money, and it all
Mhm.
comes back to pharmaceutical companies and the health industry. To be honest with you, I don't think they want people to eat healthy because guess what? Ain't gonna be no money made. Pharmaceuticals, they ain't gonna be selling drugs.
You
You
talking now?
can't, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
at the end of the day, they want to make it more expensive for the low income people that can't afford it because they want to make sure they can keep them on drugs, keep getting money, all that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts.
Yep. Sister, what you thinking about all this?
First,
You in the
Demi,
medical field?
oh yeah, Demi, thank you for the cash app. I actually disagree with y'all. I think that
Excuse me.
we don't eat healthy, and it has nothing to do with money because I know plenty of people who get food stamps out the wazoo, anywhere from $800 to $1,000 a month for a few kids. And do you think they buying fresh fruit? They can buy all the organic fruits and vegetables. They have access to all the farmers markets that happen on Saturdays. Do you know what they buying? Bull crap. They buying chips. They buying everything that's easy. They buying TV dinners, processed foods. I think once we get to a certain age and then we become more conscious of money, then we realize that things are expensive because we want to do better, and we realize that a taco for 99 cents is cheaper than buying. But even then, we can still buy in bulk and do because I don't know. I was raised poor. I don't know how else to put it. And we were resourceful, and we could buy a bag of leg quarters, a big box of rice, and for like super cheap. It may not be the best tasting food. You actually gotta know how to cook to make it taste good. But I just think it's easier and it's more tasteful to buy fast food. And it allows us to be lazy, especially here in America, because we are lazy as hell. It's easier to go buy a hamburger than go out to Aldi's or whatever and buy a bunch of buns and freeze them. Like my mom used to freeze bread. She used to freeze all kinds just to try to make ends meet. But when I used to buy stamps, not me, somebody I know used to buy stamps, I was buying
Don't be
corn
ashamed.
dogs and chicken nuggets, and I wasn't buying healthy stuff. I was buying things that made it easy after football practice and work and cheerleading practice to make things easier for me, not necessarily healthier, to be honest.
And I'm with DJ and Miss Toria, all those things. And I feel like we need to teach our kid, right? I mean, just because we're working too hard, we don't have time, we won't do the simple things in life. And so the more busy we getting, the more money we making, we just go try to pick up what's quick. And we're taking away. I miss mom and them coming home or they cooking, but I get it. Everybody has to work. And that's the fight, right? In the family. Well, when you come home from work, you need to start getting the kitchen cooked. Well, food that don't make no sense. You won't even do that. So
Mhm.
we just it's you we gotta bite the bullet. Go listen. I'm gonna pat myself on the back just as weak as I can. I'm gonna let Black have it. At least I got my kids to stop eating frosting flakes, and now they're eating Cheerios.
Okay,
I'm
that's
getting,
a
I'm
step up.
that's all right. I'm moving in the right direction. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Now the clown may eat 3 bowls of them, but big
Okay.
old butt. Go on, Black. What you thinking?
So I agree with everything that was said, and I think it's a more complex problem because I think it encompasses all of those things. To be honest with you, I agree with you, Sister Devin, 1,000%. When you look at people who get food stamps and the choices that they make, but then it's generational because if you want to look at the fact that I'm like you, I was raised poor, grew up shucking corn and shelling peas and things like that, and we walked forever, we drank out the water fountain, and things like that. And we were healthier and we didn't suffer from every little disease that, now every little thing they got a name for it. So I agree with Kenny, the pharmaceutical industry, though. Chris Rock said something probably 20 years ago. He said, there's no money in the cure. The money's in the medicine, So I agree in that sense that, they want to keep us sick. But this is where economics do play a major part in this. Right here, and you can live in whatever city, USA. You know what you're not going to see in rich neighborhoods? Church's Chicken, Popeyes,
Right.
the low-income Chinese restaurants. Matter of fact, what a lot of people don't know is the very Chinese food I love Chinese food. They don't eat that shit. Excuse me, Kenny, you have to get me on this one. They don't eat that shit. If you go catch that Chinese family eating by themselves, you know what they're eating? Starch rice that's been drained of the starch. They eat healthy and they eat vegetables, but they feed that shit to us. And so the churches and the KFC and those things, I even have to drive out of my neighborhood in Buckhead to go find that kind of food, because in this neighborhood they don't want that shit here. And so it's passed down to us generationally, because big mamas are gone. We joke about this, but these nasty, filthy, no good bitches, they not learning how to cook. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for them to when they make a Thanksgiving dinner, the fucking stuff. The freaking stuffing is stovetop stuffing. It hadn't been passed down to them to how to make these things from scratch. They make Jiffy cornbread and put a lot of sugar in it. So it's the habits and the things that we're taught, and so it's a combination of those things. And so it is very sad that economically, they make it easier for us. That's why you got Dollar Trees and Family Dollars and Dollar Generals everywhere in the hood. And it doesn't just affect African Americans, just low income people. There's just as many goofless, toothless, poor white trash sons of bitches out there too, who's just as sloppy and fat and unhealthy as the rest of us.
It's amazing what you figure out when the internet keep coming to your world. Them folks don't get it. Miss Demi, that's the right person.
That's the right person, Miss Demi. Yeah, that's the right person. You own it.
That's
you
that
good.
country bumpkin he was talking about earlier. That's the right person. Yeah.
Put out his government name.
That's right. So you good, Miss Demi? Go on, send it to him. Yeah. All right. So everything is right. I'm with you, Devin. The older you get, the more conscious you are. We just, like you said, it's just being lazy all the way around with us, just not doing right by our kids. But I don't know. We gotta do better. But I'm not fussing. I'm just saying we just gotta do better. So let's just try, y'all. Just try. I know we want to keep our coins in our pockets, but that's all right. Get your little salmon instead of chicken nuggets. And make salmon nuggets. You know what I'm saying? So
there you go.
So make salmon nuggets instead of chicken nuggets. All right, y'all. Listen, sister got something for us today. Now, I titled the show this one because I ain't had nothing better to talk about. But sister, who business you getting in today?
Well, y'all know I don't get in nobody's business. I just mind my own. But I looked up because I'm an Usher fan, and Usher had thrown Chris Brown a party, and Chris Brown, because they keep giving him a pass, he cussed out Tiana Taylor, and Usher was trying to defend him, and the word on the street is they got into a fight, and Chris put a little 1-2 on Usher. But then Usher, of course, came on camera after and tried to act like it didn't happen. But you can see a little video of them on TMZ. It looked like they had a little argument. But here's my question for y'all. I know Chris Brown is probably old enough to maybe even be our child. But how many passes do we get as fool before we cancel him? Because he always clowning and fighting, and he don't discriminate man, woman, child. Like, how many times do we let this go before all the Lil Waynes and all that keep coming out defending him, talking about he just a young dude, he just needs some help? I don't know. I mean, come on, y'all. At some point, does the boy need to be held accountable?
100%.
Oh yeah, no doubt, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead, Brother Brendan. No, you got it.
Well, I'll say this. For me, number one, when you pick on Chris, like he ain't again, this the whole Draymond Green thing. Chris, go mess with Trick Daddy, or go mess with 3-6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Go mess with them real thugs, right? Like then that's how you get that credit. But you messing with a boy that he made a song about his STD. So I don't give you no pass for that, Doc. I mean, listen, you pick some. Now you smart. I give you that. You hit the right ones because Rihanna daddy was all the way overseas. Now you hit somebody daughter that live in on the right side of town. That listen, man, listen, he gone too soon. You know what I'm saying? So Chris smart enough. He know who to pick. Let it burn. So.
Well, I don't know where Tiana's husband was, but her husband is an ex-basketball player. He
right.
may Iman.
Iman Shumpert, yeah.
I don't know where he was, but
Okay.
I don't think he would have clowned him and been calling her bees or whatever. Maybe if he was around, but I don't know. When do we give up on this fool, y'all?
I just think, man, that's the ultimate disrespect. A dude throw you a party and you go off on him. Where's the respect, man? There's always been this thing. I'm not an antagonist. I think Usher has always taken Chris Brown under his wing, from what I remember. He's always giving Chris Brown his props and try to kind of be like the big brother. So I can say this. I think the one thing that Chris Brown need to do is he need to stop drinking alcohol. I think that's his biggest culprit is alcohol and these drugs, because he just gets out of order anytime he's drinking or something. So I think it's time to let Chris Brown go, man. I ain't gonna give up on him, but I ain't rocking with him. I don't really rock with his music like that anyway. But he do need to go sit down somewhere because he got 2 kids. It's time to grow up.
3 kids.
Oh, he got 3 now? I thought he only had 2. He got 3?
Dang.
Okay. Well, it's time to grow up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm with you when we say that that particular generation, they're very entitled and they just lack accountability. And I don't know what should the outcome be for him. I know what it's going to be, but what should it be?
Well, I'm not a fan of cancel culture. And I see a comment that said cancel him like y'all did Kels. I have the ability to separate the man from his music in this instance, same way I do with R. Kelly. Having said that, Chris Brown is long overdue, because what you said, if I use the one word to describe Genuine was embarrassing, this is very sad to me. And I pray to God that I'm wrong, but I fully expect him to overdose. He way past drinking.
Oh, wow.
But it's the entitlement that has led him to this place to where when you think about what he's been allowed to get away with, he keeps pushing the envelope and he's on a path of self-destruction. He don't make good music anymore. He just turned 34 years old and even his artistry has not grown. He stopped growing. So for me, this is very sad because he had the potential. This is unfulfilled talent. In my personal opinion, from what I could see, he had the potential to be as big as he wanted to be. He would never hit Michael Jackson status, but this was a guy that could act, could sing, and was one of the best dancers. But he never evolved into anything more than what he is. He lives a complete lifestyle of self-indulgence to where he's allowed to get away with these things. And he surrounded himself with sycophants. And we know this is a formula. We've seen this happen before. I don't know why some of these people think that it's going to be different from me. He turned 34 years old. And so this is sad. So I don't know that there is an answer. History repeats itself. I will not be surprised in the least when I pop up one night and Chris Brown is overdosed. Won't surprise me at all.
Well, I definitely hope that don't happen. I didn't even know little dude was in his mid-30s. I'm still seeing him as a kid because to me, that's how he carries himself. He's very immature. Right. So I don't know. I also feel like dudes like that every now and then need their ass whooped. I need him to go cuss out Walker. Go cuss out,
right.
Or cuss out little Boosie. I need him to do that one time so they can knock him out. He ain't gonna learn nothing better to make me feel better. So now I go back to minding my business.
She said he can draw.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's an
he's
artist
an
too.
artist. He's an
Oh,
actual
okay.
artist.
Wow.
I
Okay.
never know. I didn't know he
All
could
that
draw.
talent. I didn't know that either.
He's
All
Yeah,
that
I didn't
talent.
know he
34 years old. 34.
didn't even know it. He always looked high, like he
Wow.
owns something.
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Brown is destined for the subways.
Yeah.
I'll draw you a picture. I'll dance you a song. I'll sing. I mean, he's destined for the subways. I'm sorry. Okay, all right, y'all. I don't. What you say? Let's slow down. He makes good music still, and he's most women's crush. They won't cancel him.
Women under 25.
I
Mm-mm.
agree. I like the
Yeah.
old Chris Brown the same way I like the old Beyonce. She don't make good music either.
Wow, is that a such
Yes,
thing
I
at
said it.
34? Oh,
Yes, I said it, Beehive. Come for me if you want.
Oh, they coming. Oh, they
They
this.
coming.
They coming, brother.
I
They
can hear them
coming.
buzzing already.
Right.
Yep. What is that song? Buzz of the Bumblebee. Yeah, they come.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
come.
like cancel culture. I feel he is wrestling with some inner demons.
Yep.
Time to look in the mirror for his children's sake.
Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Well, I don't believe everybody can make it out. So, but I'm not a pessimist. I'm just a realist. So I'll keep it real. All right, y'all. I said I had two segments we're gonna introduce. We're gonna make this a staple because I enjoyed the show. I don't know about y'all, but that was a good conversation. So I wanted to make this a part of our show from now on, just as a conversation piece. So we're gonna talk about Black love again, but I want to do it in why is son. It's time for you to go to bed.
there you go. That's if that ain't black love, I don't know what the hell it is.
Hey man, I saw him squirming, right? I said, wait a minute. You go see if your brother's out. Go on, go to bed. Yeah. Yeah. So in the Black Love series, move with a purpose. Thank you. Because I can hear it now. What is next? Yeah. None of your business. Okay, so here it is, y'all. I want to ask us, why is it so complicated? Why is sex so complicated? And I'll start it off like this. I believe that men and women see sex differently. Men approach sex differently. But I don't think we have a healthy conversation about it. No doubt. I don't want to read what AI said first. I want to talk to us, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what AI said. But here's what I want to know, because from all four of us, I'm not starting with Black. I'll start with Kenny. I know better. I know better. Kenny, you as an individual, and again, we're not speaking for everybody, so y'all chime in for us so that we can hear you guys' perspective as well. But I just want to start the dialogue. Kenny, what is sex to you?
It's good. First of all,
okay.
First and foremost,
okay.
it's calming.
Yes.
It can be addictive if you find the right one.
Okay.
In a good way. I'm saying in a good way now.
Okay,
that's what
good.
it is to me.
Okay, sister. You ain't speaking for all of them, but just what is it?
I'm not your average female. I'll just say that. I don't think like a lot of women. I think it's pretty overrated.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I think people connect too much to sex. The emotions. Dudes act like it's just sex. But if you give him some and try to walk away, he acting a fool, and you got to block him from social media sites and stuff. I just think it's overrated, and people just, if you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But don't be judging women after the fact because they did it. Because what was that fool that died from high blood pressure from being with a fat non-black woman, but he always put down black women? What was his name?
Oh, Kevin
Samuels.
He died from Red Bulls and high blood pressure. He would always say women weren't good enough because they had too many of a body count. And a lot of men can't even count their bodies. But then a dude can also say he don't want no part of you unless you have sex with him, and then he move on. So I just think it's overrated, and people make too much of a deal out of it.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna forget about you. I'm just not ready for you yet. So just hold on. There, Lee Black. So I want to say this. because it's a manipulating tool for some. I will say this and I'm not speaking to the freaks. That's a whole different ball game, right? I'm talking about the women that most men want to marry, right? We want, yes, I know the term, lady in the streets, freak in the sheets. I got that, but women, that we have in the middle of the road that we want to be with for a long time, but we wish that you would pick up those traits. Y'all don't like it like that, and that's interesting to me. The men, here it is for me. We approach it, we desire it because, as Kenny said, it feels good. It's calming for us, for me, especially when it's done correctly, right? It has there's a again, I believe women use it when they find out that they could, like Kenny was saying, if it's given to us in the right manner, yeah, you can get. If again, I'm not talking about the far left and the far right. I'm not talking about the fools that just cheat for no reason. I'm talking about upstanding men, right? That if you do right by him in that area, man, he'll go to the jungle and kill a lion for you.
Yeah, he'll give you the world.
That's right. And I know y'all think it's, and again, I'm talking about you giving sex to a fool is different than giving it to a person who is responsible. But we complicate things because we want everybody to see it our way. Like, I understand that women, again, I'm talking about the middle of the road, that women understand, they don't always want it. They don't always want it all the time. But at the same time, I wish that women would understand that men need it more time. And again, it should be taken off the table when you want to get your way. That's not appropriate.
Man, that's a whole other conversation.
Well, listen, that's why I'm talking about it. I put it out there. So that's what
But
I'm
take
saying.
it off the table don't mean you can go to somebody else's table either, though.
Okay, then no, go on.
But see,
Okay, by all
see, here we
purposes,
go.
I'm saying we don't. I'm
Here we
not going
go.
far right. I'm coming back middle. I'm talking
Okay.
about the men who want to do right.
Okay.
Right. I'm okay. So just by all intents and purposes, we're talking about people that want to do right, and so
And
that's
in
what I'm
women's
saying.
defense, because y'all think that's a tactic to withhold it to make you angry, but women don't want to do that if we can't stand you in that moment. So
I
it's not
agree.
always about just withholding, because there are certain things that our bodies have to do to be ready for sex that is not as easy for us as it is for you. We don't just turn that on and off like a light switch. If I can't stand you and want to run you over with my car, she not getting moist for you. I don't know how else to put that.
Sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's facts. No, I
And
agree with that.
yes, and that's true, and that's where men have to understand. Again, Black, I ain't, I ain't forgot about you. Yeah.
Black gonna say something totally different than you think.
I don't know. He got
Thank
too
you.
much experience.
I don't believe he is. I don't think so.
Listen, he tricked us on that other one when he gave
did
us,
trick us on
and
that
then
other one. He did.
on that teacher, he tricked us because I
Yeah,
thought he was gonna
yeah.
keep it 100, but he
Yeah.
had to go there. So okay, to your point, you're right, and again, that comes with conversation because everybody is wanting to bring their expectation instead of doing what is needed to get the other person where they need to be. I agree with you. And again, we haven't been taught, and I'm not making that an excuse. I'm just saying to you, like, most wisdom comes through generational wisdom, like granddaddy, great granddaddy. But if your granddaddy was a Rolling Stone, well, of course you don't understand that, right? So that's what I'm saying. I want us to start having conversations so people can start talking to other people about the importance. Like I told my son, and I'm gonna give it to you after this, Black son. If you don't understand how to deal with your sisters, you won't understand how to deal with that girl. They the same person. Because this is what I understand now from the internet. I don't know what's wrong with women, and I'm saying this tongue in cheek. Y'all know I love y'all. I don't know why the water got to be on hell for y'all to take a shower. I thought that was just mine, but apparently all y'all do that. So I begin to see the similarities of behaviors from, again, we're talking about women that are in the middle of the road. I get it. Okay, so go on, Black.
I love the question I really do, and I'm not gonna say anything crazy as y'all think I'm going.
Okay.
Um, um, I
Yeah.
like what Demi J had to say. She said, "Realize that true intimacy is in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Most anyone can perform a sexual act, but it can be much more to me." So to answer your first question, sex to me is ever evolving because what it means to me now, it didn't mean to me 30 years ago. If you asked me this question in my 20s, it was a lurid, lucid act. And so I saw women as objects, and so that's the way I engaged in it as much as I could. And I wanted to put up numbers. It wasn't the beauty, it was just the booty. And so I did numbers as I've aged, and not just in terms of wisdom, but even in terms of learning my own body. What
Mm-hmm.
sex is to me now is far more intimacy than it is the sexual act itself.
Sure.
Because now, if it's a choice between just sleeping with someone, I make this choice every single weekend. I live right here in Atlanta. If it's a choice between me getting a good night's sleep or sleeping with a nasty, filthy bitch, I take sleep. I choose that 98% of the time. Every now and then, when I'm horny, I just have to do something. Then I drag a nasty bitch in here, and most times I fire off in her head, then in her tail. But having said that, it's evolved, and I got news for you. You know, as we age, this is something else men don't talk about. You said, Sister Devin, that that thing won't get moist. Well, I got news for a lot of you women out there. As we age, we don't automatically just get in the mood just because you drop your musty drawers either. A
Correct.
lot of things come into play. And I'm not saying you personally, but
Oh,
as we age, a lot of things that didn't matter. I done slept with some nasty, no good bitches who smelt God knows what. I held my nose and blew a fan on their musty ass. Now, at is this stage of my life, I'm looking at things that would have never been important before. What do you smell like? What do your fingernails look like? I'm looking at your teeth. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna, drip a drop and you don't even ask for no mouthwash, that's why I put your musty ass up out of here. So there are different things that I look at now that make a difference to me at 55 than it was at 25 and 35. And so it's ever evolving and it's changing. And just because you got a nice body now, I say this now. It ain't cool sitting up at 55-year-old in the clinic with chlamydia. I did that shit in my 30s, but I don't want to be no 55-year-old man with no chlamydia over some bitch that don't even know her name. So 9 times out of 10 now, I covet my cleanness more than I ever would before. I trust their mouth before that snatch.
I'm gonna have to ask Sherry when you get up out of here. We're gonna have to send that penis to some science museum because ain't no telling where that thing gonna be.
You got to send it to the Smithsonian. We're gonna have to send his penis to the
Here lies a penis that's been everywhere. Maybe in your mama and your sister. I don't know, man. Listen, all I'm saying is, yeah, I'm with you, Demi. There's a lot of different nuances that come into play. That's why it's really important, y'all. And again, I'm not here to preach. I'm just saying something that's true. Like morality is important because you're not going to figure this complexity out if you're doing it with a whole lot of different people. You're just not
Right.
going to do that. Like, and I agree. Like, okay, I'm just
Man,
not
and
gonna go.
see, this is a
Oh,
whole. We didn't even talk about the sexual energy, the transfer of that when you're
yeah,
doing it with. That's a whole nother topic in itself. So, but I'm not going to even go down that rabbit hole. So,
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, Miss Toria, listen, honey, I'm
he
telling
got
you,
some eyes
the,
on it. You right?
the Michelin man, honey, you hear me? Got
Yeah,
got that tread is gone, honey. You hear me?
yeah, man.
Okay, so just to nip this thing in the bud, it's complicated on surface because it depends on who's bringing it to the table. If you got a person that got a lot of experience and got a lot of people that they've gone through, that's going to get a lot complicated because there's going to be some expectations because he wanted to be like the girl from Jamaica and he wanted you to act like the Mexican chick that he saw at the club. It's just going to be a lot of stuff. So I would suggest, because here is the result of us just just going to town, saying nobody enjoys it anymore. Like, we don't it don't want we don't want they don't it's just sex now, and it shouldn't be. It should be the result of the relationship and how well you're treating each other, and then the thank you that should be given to both parties. I think I'll leave it at that.
All right.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
watch, and just use a clean wash rag before you leave.
Unless you're in Atlanta at Lee House, then
So
you're a
He
filthy,
ain't
dirty,
giving you
no
one.
good.
He ain't giving you one.
Right. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. What you say, Demi? Yeah, it's hard out here dating at 45. I'm not seeing my fathers and my uncles much. No, and you
Yeah,
won't.
it's tough. It's
Being
You
a
tough.
won't.
girl, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
tough.
you won't. Okay, y'all. Listen, we're gonna make this a part of our show now, because I just want to start having conversations. Again, we're
I
not
love
gonna
it.
exhaust everything, but it's gonna give something to have conversation about. And listen, feel free to chime in, because the more the merrier, because we want to inform ourselves about more things and to become more healthier. And so we don't have all the answers, but listen, it's a lot of wisdom sitting on this camera, and a lot of other things too. But we'll sift through the wisdom, right? What I'm saying, without getting through the musty, nasty, no goods too. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. You're still
Appreciate
loving
that,
this
Lamb.
segment. Yeah, thank you,
Appreciate
Miss
that,
Demi. We're
brother.
gonna keep it up. All right, listen, y'all. We at the best part of the show. My brother, he got something to say, and I think I got it right today. Yeah, listen. Lee Black want to talk to y'all for a second. The road not taken.
Yeah, so I got to get serious here for a second.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to fathers. I know Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday, and of course, we all love our mamas. It ain't nothing like your mama, and trust and believe they get their day. And I love my mama, 87 years old. Having said that, I don't even know my father. And this segment, once again, organically, it just came about, and it spurred from something that happened with LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
The game that happened Saturday night, he made a comment. He said that whether he had won, I'm paraphrasing, whether he had won or lost the game to Golden State, he said he was a winner, basically. Nothing could take, I don't know if you saw this,
Yeah.
nothing could take the joy away, because that happened to be the same day that his son, Bronny, committed to college to go to school. And here you have a billionaire
Yep.
who's beaming because his son made the decision to go to college. And in case you don't know this, his son is coveted. He has his own money. He has over $1 million of his own money, from the likeness thing and whatnot. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
could have
yeah.
easily played overseas for more money. He chose college. And LeBron went on to talk about how this is going to be the first person in his entire family to go to college. And what struck me as so beautiful about that was he could have easily lauded the lifestyle and paved the way for gold for his son to go on to be whatever he want to be. And when we see famous athletes, movie stars, people, and they're throwing their 16-year-old kids these lavish parties and making them feel like they've achieved something, the idea that he was a father to his son, and you can't not unnotice the fact that the path his sons are taking versus Dwayne Wade. I'm sorry, it's blaringly clear. But the fact that, and this is not talking about the other part, so I'm going to keep it there. But the fact that as a father, that his son he has everything already. But what he clearly has instilled in him is the importance and value of an education, something that he himself didn't have. So to me, I love that he got it right. And I wanted to bring that to the attention to my fathers here, because we're all fathers on this panel. And this wasn't even planned, to see that man up there in the right corner when he get to a segment that was going to be covering something that was a little bit salacious. You said instinctively, son, you go in the other room. That's what fathers do. That father that's sitting on the bottom, who's made sacrifices to cover and be with his grown adult children because they never not need dad. And he's still there doing for them. And I wanted to shout out fathers, because we don't get enough attention for sometimes the decisions we pave the way for our children and the road not taken. That road sometimes that's not taken, you know what it's about? It's not about making sure that they have an easy life, but it's about hoping that they can avoid some of the mistakes that we've made and that we can set them up and to be in a position where not only they won't make those same mistakes, but they can skip over some things to get a lot further ahead, because that's the true definition of what a father is. And so I wanted to applaud my fathers out there, rich, old, young, black, white, it doesn't matter, that we never get too old to have father figures in our life, because we need somebody to pave the way, show us a road that's not taken, because that's where pioneers are born. That's where new accomplishments are born. That is the greatest thing you can do. And I'll end it by this. The greatest example that a father could ever give came from God himself. So I don't know if you're religious or not, but God himself gave his only begotten son so that by means of a sacrifice that he made, we would have the benefit to get forgiveness of our sins. And he did that with his own son. And if we can just mimic just a small part of that, it's not about the material things. It's not about the BS, but it's about the road that we pave for them so that they can make some mistakes, true, but pave a way for themselves that can be greater than we ever imagine. And that's true fatherhood.
Well spoken, sir. Well spoken. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Well, listen, again, this show is definitely always organic, and I just want to say, on behalf of the brothers, to my sister and all the ladies that's on, and also my wife, happy Mother's Day this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
To all the beautiful mothers out there.
That's right. That. Bama, Miss Toria, Miss Demi, if you're a mother, even if you mothering surrogately, you know what I'm saying, DJ, to, you know, you're expecting
yes, sir.
Partner, you know what I'm saying, all happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying. We gotta normalize this stuff, man, because it's enough foolishness out here anyway. So yeah, listen, I hope that you all have been giving your flowers, and if not, these three men are saying to you all, thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
Much love and respect.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
for sure.
And to my wife, if she's watching, thank you, Gigi. I appreciate you. But I'm still taking that Amazon package back because that wasn't on the budget. That wasn't on the budget. Demi said, so true, because my father, who I lost 4 years ago, May 6th, got it right. I won't settle for less than what he stood for and instilled in his daughter. I praise God for that. Amen, my sister.
Bravo.
Yes, Miss Tori. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. She has twins.
Oh, Bama has twins. All right.
Bama.
All right.
Yes. Yes. All right. Yes. I hope they're not young twins, because, honey, you wouldn't be watching this show. All that crying.
Right.
All right. So thank you, Miss Tori. I appreciate it.
Miss Tori.
We do our best here. Yeah, we do our best here. All right. Listen, y'all, it's final thoughts time, man. Amazing show. This is the energy we be bringing to these folks, man. I don't know about y'all, man, but I love watching this show back over again. So I be laughing at us all the time, man. It's just not funny. I really do. Happiest Mother's Day to all. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. So listen, I appreciate y'all. Brother Kenny, go ahead, my brother. Give me them final thoughts, man.
I want to say, man, what another great show. My man Black. Yeah, you
just burn that thing up, man. Listen,
man, I lost count, bro. I was riding up like, damn, how many he's gonna drop tonight? I don't know. You was in the zone. You was like Stephen Curry with the curse word. I'm like, man, what is going on? But anyway, so you don't get the gold star, and our beautiful sister down there. I think you made it through without saying one. I think.
Sure did.
Okay, so you know, I'm proud. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Black made it up for me though.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't know. Y'all was in cahoots tonight. You said we're gonna let Black do all the
Black have it, huh? Get the ball to Black. Yes, sir.
But real quick, my final thoughts is, if you do this social media thing like we do, especially me and Black and Brent and Miss Devin, she doesn't do it as much. But I'm gonna tell you something about don't read the comments a lot of times, because if you read the comments, and people critiquing you, they will kill your passion. They will make you think that you the worst thing that's doing it. If you doing this thing, if you got a passion for whatever you want to do, whether it be doing the social media thing, don't pay attention to the naysayers in the peanut gallery, because you got your own gift. Use your gift and be encouraged and keep doing what you do. And I just had to say that because I read some comments during this story on Mr. Kuiper, and I didn't respond to a lot of them, but I could have, and I know I could have went there, but I didn't. I said, you know what? They're not even worth responding to. So I just want to tell those that's out there that's doing this thing, and even in life, uh, don't pay attention to what the peanut gallery got to say, because obviously they ain't got nothing going on in their own lives. So anyway, that's my final thoughts.
Man, listen, them keyboard killers are horrible.
They
That's all
are.
they are. Keyboard
Yeah.
killers. Come out from
So,
back there and find out what these hands really do. Come on. Yeah.
right.
All right, sister. Thank you so much for digging in Usher and Chris's business. Yes,
Miss Chris business. I don't do social media as much, honestly, because I think the last dude I got into it with, I told him his mama should have swallowed that night, and that's kind of outside of my character. So I have to try to avoid people because I'm not mature enough to let stuff go. I started going to your Facebook page and talking about little Johnny and little Cindy and how they teeth messed up because she put too many pings in her mouth. I don't have the maturity to deal with people. But what I do want to say is for the $7 drive-bys. Let me tell you, in honor of Mother's Day, you get $10 this weekend. Listen to what I said. In honor of Mother's Day, you get $10 and 2 blunts. Go stop by.
I'm not fooling with you. I'm not fooling with you. Go, girl.
Well, I'll say this. I have a cold bottle of blue margarita. So if you drink one cup of that, you still getting $7 because that drink is gonna count towards the cost. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Wow,
Right
yeah,
now.
DJ, she should have swallowed them whole.
Oh my God.
So if you drink the good stuff, everything you sip and drink off, it counts. You know.
Drink the
Now
great
y'all gonna be
value
drinking out of a
mineral
Casa
water.
Crystal, just so you know. But anyway, my final thoughts is a thank you. The kind of job I do every day, I literally am on stage and I have to stifle my true nature because I'm aware of where I'm at, and that's how I make my living. I'm so grateful to have this forum because this is so therapeutic for me that yes, I cursed a little bit more tonight than I normally would because today is a start day with what I do. I dealt with absolute numbskulls. So to come to a safe haven, to be able to be my authentic self and feel loved and protected, and that even though you don't agree with a lot of the crazy shit that come out of my mouth, I know you're not going to judge me for it. So I am so grateful to have this platform to be able to see family, and what y'all don't know behind the scenes, this is a labor of love. We show up every Monday because we want to be here. We're not always feeling our best, and some we have tough days. But I tell you what, when I pop in and I see these three people, these are family. This is family to me. I'm safe. I feel good. And I get to go to bed feeling, I do laugh about this days later. So I thank you guys for the and then even the comments in the background. I love all of you guys. You have become such an integral part of my life. And so forget the keyboard people. I love that what we do, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hands down.
Sir.
Hands down.
Sir.
Great show, y'all. I appreciate all y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Hey man, appreciate that, DJ. Listen, man, let us know when the baby shower is. We'll send Uncle Black down there to
no, don't send Uncle.
Maybe not.
No, don't send Uncle Black.
I can't send Devin either. Well, we'll just give you some appreciation.
I'll send a gift. I envy you, my brother. You found the real deal. I envy you.
Yeah,
no
man,
doubt.
for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely do that for you, man. She says that right. We are family. Yes, ma'am. May God continue. All right, listen, y'all. Let me get to this thing so I can get out of here. So question for y'all: what is the best thing you can do if you ever got off track? I think I can't read my own handwriting. It says, "What is the best thing you can do if you ever got off track? Like what? How can you come back if you got off track? What do you think is the best thing you can do to get back on track?" Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother Lamb.
Yeah.
Shoot, take a deep breath and refocus.
Okay.
Start over.
Step back and refocus.
All right.
Start over.
Refocus. Okay. Good. I love it. So here it is. I want y'all to take a look at this thing, and I want you to see probably one of the best things this person could have ever done if he got off track. And I like to hear it. Here it go.
Man, where do you be finding these videos, bro?
Listen, if he got an alias, I do too, and I just go to those places. so listen, I'm gonna say one thing: get off that bike because it's too little for you. But the best thing that could ever happen to you if you get off track, make sure you got a helmet on. Cause listen, at least he lost about 5 teeth because he could have lost all. Was it 32 in your mouth? 36?
Something
I don't know. Something like that. Yes. Y'all just be careful out there. Just stay off of things that you're too big for, but always put a helmet on your head, right? It just help you for you. All right, Demi, what you say? Yes, is my highlight every week. Thank you so much. It's a lot I want to share. Well, you should come on the show sometime. Well, you think you can do better at Lee's show or my show? Whichever one.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
that's a real
yeah.
good
She
question.
said I've thought of starting a channel, but we'll
do
see.
it. Do
okay.
it. Why
well,
not?
Listen,
start you one.
Absolutely.
TFG got a lot of space for you, honey. We looking for some folks now. Come on. All
Mm-hmm.
right, listen. So yeah, I guess I can't flow no more. So but yeah, stay on track, right? And Demi, you get started on track, but put a helmet on because it's gonna take you a minute to get up here. But all right, listen, y'all. That's Lee, that's Devin, and that's Kenny. And listen, y'all. Well, no, we're not gonna shoot. We'll try to do it. Sister ain't gonna. Okay, we'll see. Well, we'll see y'all soon. How about that? Yeah.